Thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you guys to another round of interviews presented by yours truly, Jake, on the Fighting Now. And I want to welcome you guys to the Stream Yard Studios. And it has just been so incredible to say the least. And you know what? Hey, we're going to have a lot of fun. And I hope you guys are too. And once again, guys, welcome to the Stream Yard Studios. I am Jake, and I am pretty much the owner of the Fighting Now. And yet, we have a very special guest for you guys today. We have Jade Wong, who is going to be joining me here in just a few moments, short, here, just a couple minutes either way. Hey, first off, I want to send a huge shout out to my great friends at RMGFX1. You guys can get a chance to follow them on Instagram and make sure you guys head on over to their website, rmgfx1.com, and not only get a chance to pick up some of their incredible merchandise, such as this, but yet make sure to pick up some Fighting Now gear. We have a incredible amount of stuff for you guys. Head on over to the Fighting Now, and you guys use promo code FIGHTNOW to save 10% off your entire purchase. So, yeah, hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to it. First of all, I want to say a huge shout out to Kara Martinez, who joined me earlier. She was awesome. She was incredible. And, hey, I get ready to have a lot of fun up in here with Jade Wong, who here once when she gets a chance to join us. But if you guys have not got a chance to check out that interview, I encourage you guys to go and watch this awesome interview. She has been incredible. She just got done doing a fight a couple weeks ago at Combat Night MMA. We talked a lot about that. We talked a lot about other stuff. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in and check out that interview on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/thefightingnow. Also, I do want to remind you guys about Haley Kawan is going to be joining me tomorrow night up into the StreamYard studios. It's going to be a lot of fun to have her up here. Hopefully, the weather isn't bad with where she is, but if not, then hopefully we might have to reschedule it, but eventually. So, hey, do want to send a shout out to Haley. Hope you and hope everyone that is getting hit by this rain, this ice, this snow. I hope you guys stay safe out there because I know it's getting pretty crazy, especially in the weather wise right now. Also, I do want to send a shout out to my great friends at the Jade and Trade podcast. We have huge shows coming up for y'all. Don't forget on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, it's at 10 to 12. And we usually have like Saturday night shows, so to speak. But I think Saturday we're going to be having a very special guest, which we'll talk about that tomorrow on the Jay and Trey podcast. So, hey, make sure you guys tune in for that on the TNC Sports Talk. That is at 10 o'clock tomorrow on YouTube. Make sure you guys follow them on social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, and, of course, on TikTok as well. I'm still trying to get involved a lot more, especially with the Instagram side. So just bear with me, especially when it comes to the TNC Sports Talk. Now, without further ado, I know we've had our introductions, but let's go ahead and talk about this. We have Jade Wong, who's going to be joining me in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. I know she's excited. I'm excited because for those of you who don't know, she's currently my third bare knuckle fighter I get a chance to interview, but this time it's by myself. In case you guys don't know, I got a chance to interview Taylor Sterling and Brenton Hart Beltron with the Jay and Trey podcast. Well, I think she is here. Yep, she is currently with me. So let's go ahead and have her join us. Please welcome to the StreamYard Studios, Miss Jade Wong. I don't, hang on, I can't really see anything. Hold on. It's not letting me join. Jade, I don't know if it sounds like it won't let me get a chance to invite you. So, I don't know if you have to have your camera on or what. Just try to turn on your camera. I think we might have some technical difficulty issues. Don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully we'll get a chance to have her on in just a few momentarily. Sorry about that, y'all. I think she might be having some technical difficulties, so to speak, which when we started the streamer stuff earlier, I had a little bit of technical difficulties, especially when it comes to like the issues I had, just like with the TNC Sports Crew. I think we now have her. It'll be all good. So help me welcome to the Stream Studios, Miss Jade Wong. Hello, how are
Hi,
you? How are
I'm
you?
good. You?
I'm doing very, very good. You've been very busy as of late, haven't you?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Uh, I said you've been very, very busy lately, haven't you?
Yes, yes, I have many things here. happening at the same time. So I try to set up all the thing good.
Well, hey, first of all, I want to say you have a very huge fight coming up on February 19th, I believe, or 18th, correct me if I'm wrong. And
19.
you have a huge opponent, so to speak. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So, what inspired you to fight in the bare knuckle ring?
I started. I signed with them because I wanted a new challenge, something different. Because I was in MMA before, and
Hmm.
with I have 5 pro MMA fight, and in Canada because of the pandemic, everything was closed, and it was hard. Like it's the gym are still closed now, so I had the opportunity to sign with bare knuckle. I have an offer, so I said yes, let's go. Because I didn't fight for 1 year and a half before my last bare knuckle fight, so I needed to have a fight.
Yeah, which I definitely love that because it always shows your fighting spirit. Because whether if it's an MMA or you wanted to bring a new challenge,
Mhm.
which let's go ahead and talk about this new challenge. I mean, Joe, this is the first time you've ever stepped foot into a bare knuckle ring. I mean, take us back through the first time facing. Correct me if I'm wrong. It is Pittman, I think. But how was the nerves? How was the nerves? Was you nervous? Was you anxious? Tell me all the feelings before this fight happened.
Uh, no, I was less stressed than a MMA fight. I don't know. I feel like it's more natural for me to go without gloves because it's like the primal instinct, and I don't know. I was for sure there always a stress, but it was less than MMA, and I really appreciated my experience with bare knuckle. Yes, yes, and everything went good. So I want to continue in this way. I really like it.
Exactly, exactly. And I think you're going to do more incredible things, especially since, the women's division has been stepping up a lot in bare knuckle,
Mhm.
so to speak. First of all, before we get to your fight, you talked about you started facing MMA. Take us back through that time. I mean, what got you involved pretty much just in fighting in general before bare knuckle, before MMA. What inspired you to start fighting?
I always had this in me since I'm a teenager. If it wasn't in the sport, I had problem with like at the school with the discipline and things like that. So for me, I find the combat sport keeps me on the right way, if I can say it like that. It keeps me on the good track, and I have to have a discipline and eat good, sleep good, good lifestyle. So that's why I I'm still in this way because it's really benefit for me to do this.
Yeah. Is there ever times where you thought about going back to cage fighting? Do you still miss it?
To go where? To go back to
The,
MMA, you thought?
yeah, yeah, yeah. To go back to MMA, have you ever thought about it at times? Do you still miss it?
Yes, sometimes I miss like the the jujitsu and things like that. But I started my first combat sport was boxing. I started the training for boxing, so I always like it a lot, boxing. So for now, it's like that. We're gonna see later if I will fight again in MMA. I would like, but for now, my focus is really on the bare knuckle.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, she had a tremendous fight against Crystal Pittman back a couple months ago, and she pretty much made her mark, you can pretty much say, in bare knuckle. And yeah, we'll get to her big fight coming up at Knucklemania 2 here in just a few. I want to ask you this because what people don't realize is how much the training you put, the amount of time and
Mhm.
effort. What would you say would be the most difficult part when it comes to training?
Uh, so I don't training is not the I don't think it's the more difficult part. I think it's like the food and the diet and the weight. I think it's really this. It's more difficult because training, even if I'm not in training camp, I always train every day almost. So it's really the restriction that is the really difficult. Like sometimes I would like to go take a drink, but with the fight I can't, or I want to eat chocolate and I cannot eat chocolate. But it's it's that I will enjoy after.
It's kind of like if you're just like just trying to focus on dieting and training, and then someone has that big old piece of chocolate cake right in front of you, and you just like, I have a
Yeah,
fight coming up. I have a
I
fight coming up.
cannot. I cannot.
Do you feel disrespected whenever you see someone do that to you?
It depends. If it's someone who know the game and do this like at the end, maybe I will tell him tell the person go away. Like if you want to eat that, go away because I don't want to see. But there's not a lot of people. The people outside this game, so they don't really know how it is. So no, I don't think.
Well, Joe, I talked about this before, but it seems like ever since last year, you started becoming one of the female fighters, along with Taylor Starling, to Paige Van Zant, to now to Pittman. Do you ever feel like that you're in a new era of women's fighters when it comes to bare knuckle fighting?
Yes, I think yes because the women's division is really growing now, and it's for say it's not a new sport, but it's a new organization, and we are still in the beginning. So yes, I think we are in a new era of fighting, girl fighting like that. So it's still it's it's still not too big, but it starts to be really big.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it started to become a really big thing because
Hmm.
now, I mean, Knuckle Mania 2, pretty much one of the Bare Knuckles' biggest events of the year. I mean, we get a
Hmm.
chance to see a championship on the line, which we'll talk about that. And I definitely want to get your thoughts on the big title fight between Christine and Britt here in a few. So, I mean, and then there was a question that I got once when I started asking everyone on Instagram for some questions for you. And I had one is, do you ever hope to fight Paige Van Zant? Do you ever want to fight her?
Yes, I would like to fight everyone I can fight in this division, but I know she lost her two last fights, so I don't think it's it's good now to do this.
Yeah. Well, I
Hmm.
mean, so you're pretty much saying that, it doesn't matter who Bare Knuckles puts you up in front with, you're going to face them regardless, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Well, hey, that is very, very awesome to say the least. I want to bring up your fight when it comes to Knucklemania 2. You have a very tough task in Christine Vicens. I'm trying not to butcher it.
This.
Vincent. Either way, though, and knowing that, but you're also going to be part of what I mentioned is the biggest card for Bare Knuckle. I mean, do you feel like all the fame and all the pressure is going to be put up to you before this fight?
I think yes, I can have more pressure than her because I already did my first fight. So like her is she's new and people don't really know who is she and what she can do. And me they see. So yes, I think I have more pressure, but I can handle it. I know what I can do, and I'm confident on me. I did my preparation really good, and I'm confident in my preparation. So after that. We're just gonna have fun and that's it.
And I definitely like the attitude because not too many people would be like they're really humble at times, but yet you're a very, very humble fighter. It's like no matter who they put you up against, you're gonna fight them regardless.
Hmm.
And so I mean, it's so incredible, so to speak. So, and I gotta ask you this: Knucklemania 2, are you gonna try to keep an eye on this big fight between Britt and Christine for that big championship?
If I'm gonna keep an eye for on that,
Yeah.
yes, for sure, because it's my division, and see, I would like to have the belt too when it will be the time. But yes, and I know they have already fought, and Um, well, sorry.
It's okay.
I
Hey,
searched
it's okay. It's okay. For and I do just gotta say this. This whole thing is still new to me, so if I butcher a little bit, I do apologize.
No, it's okay. It's perfect. You do good. You do great. And me, I just started to do an interview in English, so I'm still learning.
You're
But
still
the,
you're still used to it, is what you're saying. I mean, you're still used to just a little bit of the camera thing.
yeah, yeah. So yes, I think it will be really a good fight, and um, but I think Christine have more technical and power.
Hmm.
So I think it will go on her way. But we never know. We never know in fighting how it can be. Maybe sometimes just one punch can turn all the fight. So that's what I think. It will go. It will be explosive for sure. And I think they don't like each other really. So,
Oh man. I will
but
I will tell you this. I will tell you this, and this is how bad it gets. So if I make a little post about Brit, I know Christine will say something about that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, the hatred that these two have is
yes,
so unreal. I mean, but hey, I mean, I know you're going to be keeping an eye on that. But this is a really good question for you. I know everyone has a lot of goals that we want to achieve. Obviously, you want to be able to work your way up into the women's division at Bare Knuckle. What is some of the goals that you really want to achieve this year
uh, in
in
the
Bare Knuckle?
um, for sure, say I want to be. I want to be successful. I want to win. I want to be the best. I want to say I feel my place is there in this organization. And I've signed for 5 fights, so I'm still have it will be my second. So I still have 3 others after. And I want to I want to be the best. This is
And without
the achievement. I think I could have it, the connection
you
is
all
not
right?
good.
I'll say but I do want to
Hello.
say this though. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I it it's not it
Is it
cuts
not? It's like cutting it
it
out.
bugs.
My
The connection is not good. I don't hear you.
okay. Hang on one second. Try. How about now? Is it better?
Mm,
Okay.
like,
Give me 1 second. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
um,
Everything was. Hang on.
huh?
Can you hear me?
I hear you a bit, but the image is toxic.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'll say. Yeah. Can you hear me? I'm just trying to make sure. I, okay. I think she might go and check her connection. I believe. I don't know what just happened. So bear with me, guys. I don't know what's really going on, so to speak. So hopefully we'll get a chance to have her back eventually. But hey, I do want to say this though. It's always a good chance to have the opportunity. And I think she's back, and she is. Let's go ahead. Hey, can you hear me?
Okay, I think it's good.
All right. Is it all
I
good?
hear you, but it's still lagging the
All right.
image. Yes.
I'll I'll say my apologies for the technical difficulties. I don't know if it's on me, but hey, we're still keeping rolling. We're still everything's going.
Huh?
Um, but the question I have for you is there anyone after Jade will fight at February 19th? Do you have in mind you want to face next?
I don't know if I go outside.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah. Can you hear me? I think something's going on with her connection. I believe. I don't know what's going on. Hey, either way though, I'm just happy we get a chance to have this interview going on, so to speak. I'll definitely have to do some. All right, I think she's back, and we should have her back. All right, can you hear me?
Okay.
You okay?
And-
Awesome.
Okay. Okay.
um, is it good?
Hey, the connection is really not good.
All right, I don't know what's happening, but I mean, as long as you can hear me, that's all that matters, right?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? I Can you hear me? Hello? Hang on. I don't know what's really happening, so to speak. I don't know what's going on. My apologies for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get things fixed up, say the least, so we can get a chance to continue on with this interview with Jade Wong. I don't know if it's her or what's happening, but either way, though, I do appreciate the patience that is going on here, guys. Things have been going really good, so to speak. I hoping it's not me. If so, then I'll definitely have to go fix the connection, so to speak. But hopefully, we'll get just to have her back, and we'll get a chance to continue on with this interview. I feel like it's been really incredible. It's been really awesome to get a chance to have an incredible fighter such as Jade Wong join me, like Kieran Martinez join me. Let's see if third time is or fourth time is join. Hey, can you hear me?
I I think the connection will not work. It's still lagging.
Is it still lagging?
It's still lagging.
I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't work.
Hopefully,
Oh,
well,
the image is still the same.
okay, okay. Well, hey,
Okay,
I do.
I talked to you on Instagram because
Yeah,
I don't hear
absolutely.
nothing. Okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely go on Instagram. Absolutely. It's okay. It's okay. But that was Jade Wong here, and she got a chance to join me. So hopefully, we'll get a chance to
I'm
figure this
sorry,
out.
it doesn't work.
It's okay. It is okay. I don't know if it's me. But either way, though, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll definitely get a chance to ask her some more questions later on, but hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to her soon. So thank you guys very much for joining us, and hope you guys have a great one.